guy is very unique. There's other great AWPers, but no one quite has that Guardian approach.
AWPing, there's so much pressure on these guys in the sense of if you structure your team around these AWPs and you want to get double AWPs up as much as possible, if they're not hitting their shots and they're not able to contribute in that sense, and you're investing so much bank into getting these up every time, you're going to find yourself on eco a huge amount. And we did see that, you know, last week or the week before with these guys. Oh, look at the aggression. It's always someone. But yeah, the double AWPs can be costly, and they made it work just then. Can they make it work again? That's the question.
We're going to find out in about 1 minute and 28 seconds, at least the end of it all. Edwards now, yeah, again, that long aggression kind of weird here, and AZ knows that he's going to be waiting for that, so AZ just steps out, takes the fight, and is very, very alone. Now, Guardian's the one who's got it all to do here. 4 players on long, good flashes, good timing. He has to back away. He can be boosted up towards the site, that's no problem. Swiftly does that, quick flash over, smoke towards short. He's safe from one direction, wants to peek the other, and now swings out. While he goes in towards the cars, you can see the individual kind of mental game Guardian plays. So aware, so hyper aware that we have no info on Cat. We've got to be careful of that. And still, FaZe not really committing here. And look at the utility they've used.
They've full stacked A again. They did this before when one frag went down and they all rotated over to that A bomb site. They better hope that that lurker in dark doesn't find his way into B and get all that information. It still looks like they want to hit towards A, but the over-rotation, you know, wearing down the clock here has forced Na'Vi to have to go back. Seas is going to find a nice kill onto Keo, and Guardian's going to follow up onto Alu. This long rush is being taken down.
That's the Guardian we're looking for. 2 more, 1 more, make it shake him. He's got to know where he is, and he can't find the frag, but he knows now exactly where he is and what the plan may be. And look at who's waiting. Flamey in a gorgeous position, takes his time, does the job. Nicely played out in the end by Na'Vi, but it's a gamble the way they're playing. Those massive over-rotates, pouring into the sides like they do. If FaZe caught onto this somehow, I don't know if they could at any point. Their money's now broken, but they can discuss it. It's kind of worrying. To
make a massive call like that, to stack that bomb site so early after only losing 1 player, for me, that's Starix doing his homework. That's him relaying this information to the team. If this happens, they like to wait and then still hit the same site. That's what that looks like to me. I'm speculating. I don't know the inner workings, but to make a risk that big in this kind of pressure situation, I feel like you'd have to. It's not a guesstimation. There's a little bit of knowledge going into that one.
They certainly do their homework. Already Flamey going to find Rain, but this was something when I think it was when dropped the ball. Oh my God, Guardian. Okay, a little bit of a deagle play coming out from AZ here. Not going to find much more. Just down to Keo. Nicely handled. But yeah, when someone was actually, I think it was Drop the Bomb's director was out filming at one of the Starladder events, I think it was. He was speaking to some of the Na'Vi guys. He saw the playbook that they had. And I mean, it's every single team has, you know, stuff written through. It is pretty robust for these boys, so again.
It is a full-time job. There's a lot of little tendencies that you can look at and stuff, and the game is very deep. On face value, it's 5 dudes shooting 5 other dudes.
Got to click heads, right?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's like a game of chess. You're forcing people around the map, you're playing mind games constantly, and then on top of that, you have to have good mechanical skill to be a top professional player. That's why I love this game, because there's so much to it. It's so deep. I'm glad you left that one alone. I was going to make a One Direction joke earlier.
I know. I saw you kind of just...
I was like, I really like Louis. I hope he stays in One Direction.
God. I actually don't know any of One Direction apart from Harry Styles. That's all I know about them. I'm not up to date on them. But what I am up to date on is the score, and it's 13-14 here. FaZe are still in the lead. The smoke comes down towards mid, and Seas takes that as the perfect opportunity to try and get some damage done. Can't find the frag, but finds enough info to sell up Flamey now with the idea of what's coming his way. Gonna take a quick fight towards one.
Flamey.
Beautiful adjustment towards Rain. And now you've got Alu and AZ trying to make their way through, but their approach has been cut off now. Flamey's run out of bullets here, but just goes straight in with the B250. Okay, the flash is still there, why not? And he's gonna not find AZ in the end. And
this
it's
is
that
doable.
Curious opportunity.
Definitely doable for AZ.
There's a man watching the cross. That is Guardian. That could have been worse. AZ still stands.
He's pushed out.
And he's found an angle. I don't know if Guardian expects this or saw it or maybe predicted it. I don't know how this works with Guardian's brain, but AZ now needs to fall back in line. So let's look at this. Bomb goes down. He knows roughly where Guardian was. He's not going to be able to move from there.
Where's Edward going?
Are they both going to come around towards mid?
But Dark would have been so advantageous. The reason they're doing this is so that they can peek out together, whereas Dark, he could have isolated 2 1v1s. But Edward was so close to being able to flank and get in his face that it seems like an interesting move. And now AZ could potentially get a double up. He's going to find one.
Oh my God, it's a 1v1 and Edward. He is
Stressful
there.
as it gets.
Yeah, it's Na'Vi don't make it easy on themselves, do they? They like to play these kind of terrifying rounds sometimes.
Alu did hit a sick one tap onto the back of Plat on Simple. He popped out on the corner of the smoke, hit that one tap, then he got chased down by the P250. But without that one tap, that probably wouldn't have happened. He channeled his inner scream.
14-14, what a scoreline. And FaZe gonna buy the hell up. We have the smokes, we have flashes, we have mollies, we have everything they can afford, but no guns, of course. Just the upgraded pistols here, and I want to see if they have a plan in mind as to how to use them. And I'm praying the Na'Vi don't just run at them. I pray to sweet CSGO Jesus that they don't just run into these boys, because we know what they can do with these sort of upgraded pistols.
Do they want us to cast the NA matches they're on later? Because we may as well stay here all
I'm
night.
good. Like, no one wants to hear, you know, who is there at the moment? We've got Blue and the Bears.
Well,
like, the Bears is cute.
I'm dazed, so I'm doing
That's
both
true,
anyway. Anyway, they're going for a cat play right now. They've got utility to do a full-on execute. The biggest drama for Seas, if Seas gets to Goose, it'll be perfect because it looks like they want to do the standard drop down, push up through CT, isolate the AWPer. Seas, he isn't going to do that. He's going to stay on the ramp. So Guardian sees a little glimpse through the smoke. He's able to take down AZ with an amazing shot. They have got a player dropping down. He will take down Seized, but Guardian's crosshair is literally everywhere on every single target you can possibly imagine.
Guardian's such a beast. Look at
Keep
this
killing
guy.
him, dude.
Go on, wall bang it.
Shoot it through
Bang
the box.
Do it. Do it. Go on, Guardian, just do it. You want
He
to.
wants to.
Go on, just do it. Why wouldn't you do it? Come on, Jacob deserves to die here. This is what happens. Bang the box. Oh my god, Guardian. It's just disgraceful to watch this guy
I gotta
play.
look at your thing. What's his score?
For God's sake, mate.
Oh, thank you, Rush.
There you go, 31 to
31 frags. It's the Guardian show. Welcome. You can catch all his stats at the Score Esports app. Download it from
Google Play and the
Google
iOS
Play
App Store.
and the iOS thing.
Yep, that's the one.
Check them out. You get all Guardian stats and more.
Just look at this. Like, if only he'd done it.
Hello.
I wanted him to do the...
Wouldn't it have been sick? And then it'd be Guardian aim lock. Guardian's cheating. Herp derp.
Herp derp.
Alrighty. They have got the plant, so they have got the money, and they've got the guns. This is for the overtime dream that everybody here at the ESL studios currently at almost 1 AM want to see.
I'm about to call Alex Nair to get some cheeseburgers in here if this goes OT because I'm ready. I'm ready. FaZe, you got to win this one. Let's see if you can do it. Let's see if they can pull it into OT. Double ops up to Na'Vi.
5-man cat play.
They're going big. I guess go big or go home. Where is everyone else for Na'Vi? Let's have a look. So we've got Guardian on long. Edward down there. Guardian's going to fall back towards the cars, but already... Oh my word, he finds one, almost gets one for free. That's going to be Rain reeling off the back of that. Lines up another. Guardian is not going to let this one slip. He wants the win, and he might just get it himself at this rate. AZ takes down Edward. Now Guardian wants more. He knows he can fight for this one, and he's going back in for it. The bomb's not crossed out. He's seen where he's come from, and there it is. He tags him up. Keo's now down to 18 HP. This man is a one-man army, and this army was about to march towards that bomb site, but Alu finally stopped him. It's a 3v3 now. Bomb is planted, and Na'Vi have to play retake without that superstar that's been incredibly valuable up till this point.
Good opening there by Seas. It's now a 2-on-1 situation. A simple, somehow last man standing with the AWP. He needs to have flair in this last round. Can he find it? We can't. We're going to overtime. Guardian did his best. He really wants that Brazilian booty, but unfortunately he couldn't do it all. The rest of his teammates are happy to take that European stuff and settle for another OT.
Right.
So strap yourself in, boys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, anybody still awake with us. I'm really glad that we said, hey guys, we know you're not feeling very well, you know, we'll cut back on the death segment.
We were nice people and look what's happened.
You guys need to take some rest, we understand, and yeah, cop that, guys.
Yeah, we got screwed on this one, but to be fair, it's a good game, so I'm fine with
loving
this.
It's good Counter-Strike. I'm glad we get to watch a fantastic game of CS, and I hope the others rest up well and feel better tomorrow. Anyway, getting straight into it, no messing about. Get that AWP onto Guardian. Get him some more kills. This man, he is hitting everything. Get him around the map. Get him causing chaos, because I'm excited to see some flicks.
Look, as long as the CS stays like this, I am perfectly happy. Right. 15-15, OT begins. Alu, of course, will be straight on that AWP. Simple and Guardian doing the same thing on the other side. So double AWP for the CTs here. Now, bear in mind, we had, what, 3-4 OTs almost on Mirage. So this is quite a... Oh, my word, Simple.
Jesus,
around
Joseph
like this,
and Mary.
Simple's, he's been flashed as well.
He
He's going to start wondering.
He has been spotted.
He's still going for it. He finds one. 1-for-1 trade. That's the best he can hope for after being spotted. But what an incredibly risky play from that man to just push himself into that position. Now, 4v4. They still have Guardian towards A. They still have Seized and Edward here. So 3 players still towards A. Seized is going to have to peel himself off and surely watch from CT towards mid because they have very little eyes on it. And Flamey is feeling pretty isolated right now. And that's where the bomb's actually heading. Still towards those B tunnels. Seized, going to see the flash come through. Jacob didn't even need it. He just lands the shot regardless. Smoke goes in. Flash to follow. Alu finds Flamey and oh my word, FaZe. They're on for this one. Guardian, again, how big can you go? Not so big.
Everything really fell apart right there for Na'Vi. That initial exchange did not work in their favor. It's a risk going lower dark with an AWP, you know. If they're not there, you can get the tunnel control pretty easily. You can get your teammates to rotate, fantastic. If they are there, getting 1 kill was huge by Simple, you know. The risk, however, doesn't outweigh the reward. What happens is it forces your teammates into a position where they have to get information. When trades happen like that, I was watching the minimap the whole time. Edward felt that he had to push long as soon as C's went down and somebody was waiting for him. Alu's going to push in front and he could cheekily find a frag.
Timing. Seized is as long as
he's not ready. What are you doing, Eddie?
Edward, no! I don't know if he thought Seized was further out. Watching it, the timing was all off, and now it's giving a huge chance for FaZe to make this another round on the T side here. Quick aggression up Cat. They're not going to waste time here. They know that Seized is very, very alone, but he does have an AWP, and I don't know if he's going to be quite up to the Guardian task so far, but Flash to buy some time. That's reciprocated as well. Simple's now going to pull himself over here. Not going to land the shot, and FaZe taking steps, taking leaps, taking bounds towards getting another on the board, but Flamey still stands, and he's standing tall here. 2 left alive, 1 on the side, can't find the fight, and Jacob's going to close it. FaZe looking good in OT now.
Look at the money on Na'Vi.
Oh, no.
This is going to be a 3-0 sweep right now. I can't see them doing anything with these pistols. FaZe are going to pick up the death squad of sniper rifles and pummel them through the doors as they try to cross that B site. It's not looking good for Na'Vi. They're gonna be facing some real firepower as Flamey probably breaking his monitor right now. Gets taken down by the Dak, named after the lovely sound that rings out. More frags for the Dak of Jacob. He's going to find 2 at long as Guardian and Edward align, and Seized and Simple with a lot of work to do. A swag 7 and a CZ in hand.
God,
getting picked apart right now.
Yeah, how frustrating is this? You make it into OT again, and you get done over like this in the first half of it. This is probably a very mentally taxing game for Na'Vi. This is not a pleasant time at all, but it's their turn on the T side coming up pretty soon. So we'll see how this one shapes up for them. Of course, we are just waiting on the second half to kick off. Do not fear, it's not started yet. But for Na'Vi, you'd think, okay, they finally get their hopes back in. They finally have, you know, a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel as such. And then OT kicks in, and this is when FaZe decide they're going to pick it up again. Yeah,
so Guardian basically put the members of Na'Vi in his backpack and tried to carry them to Brazil. However, I personally have discovered it's quite difficult to get into Brazil. So FaZe are the border security, and they've said, you got to get through us first, mate. And he didn't pass the test. 3 straight right now, and this is where they had their original struggles. The CT side was what really got them to this point, and unless they can... Are they serious? Na'Vi with 3 AWPs, a Dak, and an AK.
I guess it's all in time, and that's just going to spur on FaZe. They want to get that final nail in the coffin. They want to hammer that one home. Boost towards mid, gets denied by Alu, get wrecked Simple, and now Jacob wants to punish. This is Na'Vi falling to pieces, and FaZe laughing in the face of it, but Guardian's still alive. So keep in mind what he did before in regular time. It's not over till Guardian goes down at this point. He is such an influential factor for these boys, and now I think he's got an idea that... What? I don't know what you're expecting to hit there, Guardian. I'm really not sure, but oh, Alu doesn't care. There it is. FaZe close it out in OT.
You said that was an all-in play right there. That was an all-out play as Na'Vi have found themselves going down 2-0 to FaZe. They needed these wins tonight, and they definitely not disappointed, but they will be disappointed.
Yes.
They played a good brand of Counter-Strike. Unfortunately, things fell apart for them on Mirage. They had very good resilience to bring it back on Dust 2, but then in overtime, it was all FaZe's way. And FaZe up, how do you do it?
I don't know.
I'll just do the parlor thing. Anyway. They go into Brazil. Na'Vi have to hope for a lot of luck and get some W's tomorrow in their final match versus Heroic, I believe. I can run through...
We're going to find out. All right, I'll leave you to dive into it while I wrap up the show, because it's been a late one today, guys, but two incredibly good games. Let's have a look back at today's matches in case you missed them. If you only tuned in for the last few, this is what you missed out on. The hot match started off, and it might be a lie compared to what we saw, which was a pretty hot match, was Envy up against Na'Vi. At the end, it was a bit of a 1-1 split set, you know, a good match all around, Envy picking up Cobble, and then Mirage falling towards Na'Vi. And then you went into Mirage for the second time around after Na'Vi's start being phenomenal in their first half. Didn't quite make it out in the end. The OT was incredibly punishing. A good old long game there, but off-stream games came up as well. There's been a lot to be played here, so let's check out how these went down. So FaZe initially started off their game with a 2-0 as well. So they picked up the win over Hellraisers. Good for them. They get another one on the board. I'm going to blister through these. So, and 1-1 split between Envy and Heroic. Wow, okay. And Heroic trying to play Nuke, losing out. Very, very curious stuff. Again, I want to watch some of these. And then Fnatic being dominant on almost both fronts there against Flipside. No real surprises.
To be expected.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, the table now, it's pretty much, it's not set, but tomorrow we know who needs to win what, or all the scenarios. I'm going to go home, I'm going to write them all down.
So I think we can look at the table, actually. I was about to hold up a nice Blizzard Entertainment piece there. Love a bit of StarCraft, me. Let's actually look at the table now coming up, because it will kind of start to show. I think this is the updated table, so if I can get clarification on that, that'd be great.
Updated?
So this is updated. This is what we're currently at right now, and it's top 6 qualify, correct?
Yep, and the first 4 that you're seeing there are 100% through. Nobody can catch them, nobody can touch them, nobody can knock them out. Right now, those teams are fighting for seeds. We have a potential, now that Na'Vi have done that, I haven't done the calculations in me brain, but it's possible, it's still possible in a number of different situations that G2, Na'Vi, VP, Dig, or Envy, depending on how the matches roll out tomorrow, there could be like a 4-way tie for the last play. There's so many different scenarios. I'm not even going to bother right now. You guys can sit there and work it out, do a bit of theory crafting of your own.
Yes.
I'm sure Graham Messioso will be
on the
tweeting
case.
some stuff soon to get all those followers, but make sure you tune in tomorrow, because that's when the last 2 teams will get decided. Yeah,
so a lot to be seen. That's all for tomorrow. So guys, again, if you are really wanting to see who gets qualified, tomorrow is your day, and we'll really clarify everything, because we'll get all the admins to look through it. But again, it's not just about EU, this is also about NA as well. So we will be seeing the NA games coming up later today, which has just as much weight to it, I'm pretty sure at the moment. I'm actually not too sure on the standings out there. I have to check those out actually myself and see who's 100% confirmed, who's left to qualify, because I think there's still probably like 2 slots available, I can imagine, out there as well. Yeah, it's not all locked in,
There's quite a few.
Yeah.
I think there's only 2 that are currently 100% locked. I know that there's still, I think Immortals are pretty close to being locked.
Yeah, they are.
NRG need to beat my boys Renegades tonight. I don't think that's going to happen.
No, you don't. You don't reckon?
Nah, because Australia. Liquid could limp in there. Echo Fox as well.
Yeah.
You know,
oh wow,
still,
Cloud9 have absolutely trashed it. 23-1.
Do you know? I think SK, since like this, they lost a couple early, but then I think there was like 2 forfeits for them, and then after that they'd won like basically everything. They really wanted to get back to their home country and get in front of their fans.
That's it.
Down the bottom going past right now is all the games for tomorrow. So just to explain how this is going to work, so nobody can throw a match, or nothing can seem like, you know, we don't really care how it ends up. Everybody plays at the exact same time. So you can't see how another team did to affect how you're going to go.
You can't throw someone under the bus or something like that.
Exactly. Yep. So everybody plays at the same time. All the matches are scheduled for the same time slots. We'll be peaking overnight. I think we're probably leaning towards the Envy Dig game, because those 2 teams...
almost matchups as to
yeah, so that could be the one that we get tomorrow, but things can change. Don't quote me on anything. That's my catchphrase. But yeah, there are all the matches in the bottom. Check it out on the Pro League website. Yeah,
exactly. So that's EU. Let's actually take a look at tonight's NA games as well. So in case, well, it's only going to be starting in like an hour or so or something, so why don't you just stay up for it? You might as well. Winter Fox up against Immortals now. For Winter Fox, it's just staying away from that bottom of the table. They're still fine, to be fair. They're pretty comfortable at this point. I'm not sure if they're in particularly qualifying positions at this sort of time. I think they're almost out of it. Yeah, but the big one is the Renegades game. That's one to keep your eyes on there. Cobble and Mirage, what are your thoughts? Do you think they got a good shot there, Renegade? You reckon they got that one?
Yeah, they've been looking really good lately. I know Godbill put in a whole heap of work into this. We copped this last season. We finished in 7th last season. I think they want to try and finish a little bit better than that. And Godbill was the one that stopped us from having a chance of getting the finals there by preparing very well for us. So I'm assuming he's going to do his homework. There'll be two very close games, but PK, the coach from Renegades, he will have done his homework this time around.
Yeah, so a lot to be seeing, guys. So, again, if you're interested in the NA game, stay tuned pretty much on this channel. You'll be perfectly fine to catch it there or wherever you feel like. But all in all, it's been a great day of CS. We've had some incredible games from start to finish. But if you want to find out who qualifies to Brazil, it's tomorrow you need to be watching. That is where we'll find out the final of this incredible story we've been building for weeks and weeks and weeks. So guys, thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure casting with you. I'm not going to shout out the Score Esports because you know what? It's Alex's job. He loves that app, not me. I like it, but it's all Alex. I know you're a big fan
I love it. Yeah.
He's got it on his phone, to be fair. And guys, you can check that out as well if you want to see the standings for yourself, of course, available in the Google Play and the iOS App Store, because I'm a sellout as well. But guys, thank you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time, so do hit the follow button on Twitch or just tune in. See you there.